I would have loved to have worked with live animals. I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't anywhere near them. It was all stunt work.
She smells the steak. Just let her have it, yeah.
All right, cut.
Especially in Los Angeles, coyotes are part of life. And I think for us, Deborah feels like everybody's coming after her. Even in the beginning of episode 2, she hasn't resolved things with Marcus. The network is on her back. Ava's clearly come after her. So it mostly represents Ava, but it really represents all of the vipers that are coming after her.
We should have made it snakes.
Disgusting animal entrails. She cringes, annoyed.
I think Deborah really takes pride in not being coddled.
Kind of like the soda machine in season 1.
Excuse me.
She is someone that likes to roll up their sleeves and get things done.
Deborah is a hands-on. She is cleaning up the entrails. She is doing the work. Like, that is baked into the character.
Speaking of bake, do you think Martha Stewart doesn't bake her pies? No, she's baking the pies.
We stayed up all weekend combing through submissions. These were the 12 strongest.
I've already made my choices. They're all seasoned late-night writers.
We have to give fresh voices a fair shot.
We're not gonna hire unemployed people.
What's interesting about hiring in narrative writers' rooms versus late-night writers' rooms is that with narrative writers' rooms, you're like, oh, I'm gonna spend 9 to 15 hours a day with this person. I need to make sure that they are pleasant to be around and normal and normal. What's normal? In late night, you don't actually have to spend that much time with the people. I was a monologue joke writer for 2 years. I worked on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, and I flew across the country and they met me for truly under 10 minutes.
You know what's so funny? We also flew across the country to meet on Late Night with Seth Meyers, and we're not hired.
Hi, Mr. Lusac.
Yes. Jimmy.
Randy, Kayla's new assistant.
One of the joys of making this show is getting to put people that we just think are so funny into the Hacks world. Robbie is the stand-up that we had been fans of for many years now, and then the idea of Robbie with Meg and Paul is yeah, that'll work.
It is a perfect triumvirate of weirdos.
Chaotic good.
What I've learned about this business is everybody is soft. I mean, I just heard about summer Fridays. Isn't that ridiculous?
Disgusting.
Why would Fridays be season dependent?
I don't disagree. I'm kind of searching for your point here.
I should be both your assistants.
Great, you're hired. I'm scared, but okay.
I know you were mad about the cover. You're right. But what actually bothers me about that cover is that you should not be on it.
Deborah's confidence in Ava is still shaken, particularly because when she read the article, it reminds her that Ava's evolving of her work made it a little bit more nuanced and niche.
Late night is for housewives and mechanics. You're very good at what you do, but you are not the right person to lead that show.
I think it's a lot of pressure to make a show, I can't imagine. But it's, I think it is it's really scary for them both.
What's going on between you two?
What do you...
The Comedy Store last night? This is a bigger stage than you've ever been on. You're not in Vegas anymore.
As realistic, certainly as Deborah is most of the time, about the harsh realities of show business, the character of Winnie sets her back on her heels a bit.
Late night's in trouble. The network was about ready to be done with the whole thing and replace it with a clip show. In the end, it wasn't a choice between you and someone else to host. It was a choice between you and no one.
Didn't know that.
Deborah has a boss in a way that she never really has before. And so it's a tricky position for both Winnie and Deborah.
While there's friction there, and this is the beginning of a very tense relationship with Winnie, I think Winnie's also revealing that she's actually an ally. She wants the show to succeed, and she needs it to succeed because she's taken a massive risk. And so I think Winnie's heart is in the right place.
Deborah turns to Ava and embraces her. What? Ava flinches, then relaxes into it.
Smile, we're on camera.
The scene at Winnie's is really indicative of where the two women are at that point. Deborah's still ready to fight, and she's not yet ready to let her guard down, and Ava's really desperate for them to reconnect.
Deborah's driving when she stops short. A coyote stands in the middle of the road.
When Deborah sees the coyote and it's not backing down, she realizes that's true for Ava.
Deborah, seeing that she's faced with challenges that she can't necessarily mow down, she has to change.
Has to coexist. She has to reverse. She's gonna get a coexist bumper sticker.
She has to literally reverse, get a coexist
course.
bumper sticker, and then make a truce.
Coyotes are iconically LA. So is the Americana brand, where Ava now lives.
Ava, get down here.
I myself am bottom heavy, and so that I think contributes to the physicality. I'm someone who, when I run, people are like, "Are you doing a bit?" And I'm like, "No, that's just what I look like when I'm running."
Look, we don't have enough time to keep arguing.
I agree.
These two women are better together than they are apart, but in order to figure out what to do and unlock their special magic, they have to be in sync.
So, truce?
I think we have to.
Do we believe Deborah? It's another question entirely.
So let's go.
Where are we going?
Where else? Vegas!